everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is feeling in the festive spirit. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Today I thought I would strip it back to the basics because my past couple of normal glam looks have been a bit more out there and maybe a bit more technical. So today I'm going to show you a super easy Christmas glam makeup look. So flawless skin, sparkly eyes and a red lip. Perfect for this time of year, perfect for Christmas Day. It's probably what I'll wear on Christmas Day with my pyjamas, obviously, not this nice dress that I've just chucked on top of my pyjamas today. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I've already cleansed, toned and moisturised my face. My skin has been going through it recently with this weather that we've been having. It's so dry and it's never like this. But hey ho, I maybe need to drink more water. Who knows? Lots of things. So I just used a facial oil and a kind of rich moisturiser just to try and get some moisture in the skin. I have let my moisturiser sink in for a minute or two before I go on to do my base. But first I'm going to set my brows in place using some soap like I always do. This is my go-to because nothing else will tame them because they're monsters. As always, I'm just brushing the soap through my brows, combing them up and then leaving it for a second or two just to let it dry slightly, and then I will stick them in place. So now I've set my brows in place, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, my favourite, just because I want my skin to look flawless. You wake up flawless. And then just to add a bit of luminosity back into the skin, I'm going to go in with this Illuminating primer. This is Beam Dream from Rebolution. Today I'm going to be using, as always, the Loreal True Match foundation. I actually haven't used this one in a while. I've been using quite a few different ones recently, just to test the waters, but I always go back to this one because it's my favourite. Kind of dot this around my face. I managed to find a lighter colour than I usually use. It's usually always sold out where I am, so hopefully this matches. It looks like it will. And I'm just going to blend that in using my sponge. This is the Juno & Co microfiber sponge that I used in my cranberry smokes video, and that was my first time using it, and oh my god, I loved it, and so I'm using it again. So I'm just going to go in with a bit of that foundation and carve out underneath my eyebrows just to get that basic shape going. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm just using my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer because it's my favourite. Apply that concealer underneath my eyes and on the highest points of my face just to highlight a bit more, and I'm just blending it on. Super easy. Okay, so now that I have blended everything into the skin, I'm just going to go in with some translucent powder and just set it all. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. So now that everything is powdered, I like to do a wee layer of setting spray just to melt it all into the face. Okay, so now we have the kind of base makeup on without like bronzer and blusher and everything. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the eyes just before we do anything else. To start the eye makeup, I'm just priming my lids as usual. I'm using the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. Everything that I've used or will be using will be listed down below as always. Okay, for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this beauty here. So this is the Evolve 42 colour palette by Beauty Bay. Just a really nice neutral palette with lots of different tones. It's got loads of warm tones, but it also has some cool tones in there as well. It's actually quite good for beginners as well because it has kind of all your instructions down here, and then along this top line here you have all the different colours. So like each row is kind of a colour story, and you would use them in this order, I suppose, or in this layout, but obviously you could mix and match to your liking, but it's really fun. Just to lightly set my base, I'm going to go in with this first base shade here, just a really light cream colour. Just taking that on a really big blending brush and just applying that all over. I'm going to go in with this shade here. This is just a warm brown, and I'm taking that on a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to go into and above the crease. That is pigmented. I had not realised that was going to be that pigmented. So for anyone that is kind of beginners out there or doesn't really know how to do their eyeshadow or wants to get a bit more into it, I would always say start with your lightest shade first and then work towards your darkest. And then I'm taking this slightly darker brown. This is a bit more cool toned here, this one. And I'm just taking this on a smaller brush and I'm going to tap it on the outer edge just to get pigment down first. Tap all the excess off, and I'm going to blend that lightly into the crease of my eye. Just for a bit more definition. I keep building those colours up, but really focus the most of the darkness on the outer corner and into the crease. Just to deepen up that outer corner even more, I'm going in with this black shade here. I'm just taking that on a small pencil brush, and I'm just going to angle that and stamp it kind of where you would put your liquid liner. I'm just going back in with those brushes and blending it out. So for my lid today, I'm going to be using this colour here. It's a really nice gold shimmer, and I'm just picking that up on a flat brush, and I'm just packing that onto the lid. Now, I know what you're thinking, Skye, that isn't sparkly enough for Christmas Day. Don't worry, we're not done yet. For the lower lashes, you're basically just going to repeat the same steps. So I'm first going in with that transition shade, and I'm just using the same brush, and I'm just applying that right along my lower lashes. Now, I like mine quite smoky, but obviously you can adjust this to suit your liking. I'm just taking that darker brown and applying that closer to the lashes. And finally, I'm just going in with the teeniest amount of black and just smudging that right at my lashes. For me, for my Christmas glam, I like quite a bit of sparkle in this. Although it's a lovely shimmer shade, it's just not sparkly enough. So I'm going to go in with this. This is a liquid crystal eyeshadow. And I'm just going to apply this over where I've already put that gold, just using the wee doe foot applicator that it comes on. And then I just use my finger and just tap it out, just to blend it out slightly. And layer these up as much as you want. Now I've got a wee bit of sparkle in the eyes, I'm just going to go in with a black liquid liner and create a wing. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this to the other eye, and then I'll be back to finish the rest of the makeup. Okay, so I just went ahead and did the other eye off camera. I also filled in my brows and put some lashes and some mascara on, and I put a tiny wee bit of that liquid eyeshadow on my lower lash line as well, just for a wee pop there. And I must say, we're looking very festive. I think these eyes turned out so pretty. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the base makeup, since we're looking a bit peely-wally and flat as a pancake, and that is not what we want. First, going to go in with some bronzer. This is the Rebolution Pro Sculpting Bronzer in Balao, I think, I don't know. I'm just taking this on a really big fluffy brush and just starting that at the back of my face, getting all my hair in it as well. On my temples, just bronzing my face up because I am pale. Concentrate the bronzer right at the tops of my cheekbones, just to give me that really lifted look. Now, just to further sculpt my face, I'm going to go in with my contour palette, my well-loved contour palette. I'm just taking the lightest shade and putting that right into the hollows of my cheekbones, concentrating it more towards the back of the face rather than the front. And as always, we have to contour the double chin away. Blush today, I'm going to go in with this. This is Blossom by Beauty Bay. I'm using a lot of their products today. This is not sponsored, unfortunately. And I'm just applying that blush right at the tops of the cheekbones. I'm not applying too much blush because we are doing a red lip, so you don't want too much blush, but just enough to give the face a tiny wee bit of colour. And for highlight today, I'm going in with Jouer Citrine, my favourite, because we need to be blending for Christmas. Just applying that to all the usual spots because we want to be as bright as Rudolph's nose. I'm also taking some of that highlighter just on my inner corner, and I'm also putting it underneath the brow. To set that all in place, I'm just going in with my setting spray. To finish this festive look off, we're going to go ahead and create a festive red lip, perfect for Christmas time. I love a red lip, so I'm excited. When doing a red lip, it is essential to start with a lip liner just to make sure you get that really clean, precise line, and just take your time with this. I'm going to slightly overdraw mine, like I always do, but you just do whatever you fancy. Once you've lined your lips, you just want to go ahead and fill it in with that lip liner. It's just going to make your lipstick last that wee bit longer. I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in just using a red lipstick. So there you have it, guys. That is how you create a super easy, festive, classic Christmas makeup look. Perfect for Christmas Day. To be honest, just the full of December if you fancy it. I kind of want to wear this every single day, I'm not going to lie. So obviously I tailored this to how I like my makeup to be. So I made the eyes a wee tiny bit more smoky. I put quite a lot of sparkle on as well, but I mean, who doesn't love a bit of sparkle? And I put quite a big pair of falsies on, did like a medium full coverage base, and overdrew my lips a wee bit. But you can absolutely tailor this to how you want your makeup to look, so you don't have to do this much eyeshadow, you don't have to put a big pair of falsies on. You could easily get away with just mascara and curling your lashes with this. You don't have to do a winged liner. You could do a light coverage foundation if you know you feel comfortable, if you feel more comfortable wearing that, and you could even do like a red lip stain if you absolutely wanted to. There are ways that you can tone it down. I just kind of wanted to show you the full shebang because this is closest to what I would consider a festive makeup look for Skye anyway. So yeah. As always, everything that I've used will be listed down below, as well as all of my social media links. Make sure you go and give me a like and a follow on those. That can be my Christmas present from you. Thank you in advance. And also make sure that you have subscribed to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads, and we'll count that as part of my Christmas as well from you. Thank you in advance. So I hope you have all enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye! Look at my forehead. 5 head, I should say. That is... It just needs to like shrink by like that much. Hi Poppy. There's my cat. You want to get glam as well? You need to leave because you'll distract me. Look, you're already distracting me. Go. Go child, go. So as always, just brushing the, I almost said glue, the vile one, Mr. Grinch. So like here it's got like highlight, pop, liner. It's like a simple tango. Highlight, pop, liner, crease, transition, base. He had it coming. I need to stop this. Dance, 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 Alita. Just leave it like that. Okay, I look like a Christmas tree.